up, you guys? It's Sam. Welcome back to my channel. So today I just thought I would do a video all about what it's like to commute to Seton Hall University and just what it's like to be a commuter in general. So yeah, that's all I'm really going to say for this intro. I also just want to say again that I am having a giveaway, and all the information that you need to know about that will be in the description box down below. So either pause this video right now and subscribe to my channel to help me get to 500 subs so I could start giving things away, or at the end of the video go check out what the description box says, and remember to subscribe to my channel and turn on the bell. Okay, so now that that's out of the way, let's just get right into the video. So I know as a high school student I was constantly thinking to myself, should I dorm or should I commute? Obviously, I came to the conclusion that it would be easier for me to commute. At least I thought. The first thing that I want to talk about in this video is when you are in high school and you have the opportunity to choose if you want to dorm or commute. My number one tip for you would be, if you have the option to dorm. Now, I know that dorming could be very expensive, which is why I said if you have the option. I know at Seton Hall alone, it is so much money for one semester alone. I didn't even know that it was so expensive until after I actually started looking into wanting to dorm, which I'll get into later in the video. So my number one tip is, if you have the option to dorm. And I know in high school that may be hard because you either don't want to leave your family, your dog, your friends that are staying home, that are commuting, etc. But honestly, even though I've never dormed before, I could see from my friends that have dormed what a good experience it is to be on your own. And in my personal opinion, I could see how much it prepares you for your life and what life would be like after college when you're on your own, versus when you're commuting and your mom still cooks you meals and your mom still does your wash and your mom still could drive you somewhere if you need her to, etc. So I think that it's a really good learning opportunity for you to figure out who you are within yourself and every little thing that goes in to living on your own. So basically what I'm saying is, dorming, in my opinion, prepares you for the real world and problems that you're going to face on your own every day after college. So that is my number one tip. If you have the chance and have the money and can afford it and have the opportunity, my number one tip, can I say my number one tip any more times in this video? My number one tip would be to dorm. But like I said, I know that there are many issues and reasons why people would decide not to dorm. So personally, my number one reason I didn't want to dorm was because I didn't want to leave people in my hometown that also commuted and meant a lot to me. And I don't know if that was a good reason not to dorm, because since Seton Hall is so close to my house, I could have easily came home on the weekends and saw the people that I wanted to see. But I just felt like I would feel very homesick, not even necessarily from my home, but from the people I was so routine to seeing every day. So my mom, my brother, my dad, my friends, my other people that I consider like my family and stuff like that. I felt that commuting would make me feel so homesick because I felt that I wasn't just leaving one family, I was leaving two families, and then all my friends and all my relatives and my dog and everything like that. So I thought that it would be the best possible thing if I just stayed home at least for a semester to see how it went. So, and I'm gonna stop myself from talking right here about my experience and tell you that even though I know I would have felt that way, commuting for me personally was a bad decision when it comes to all the advantages that dorming has. At my first semester of freshman year, I made about 2 friends, and it was literally from having to DM them on Instagram asking them to be friends because they were in like my class. But I'm a very shy person, and at the time I think they were too. I don't want to speak for them, but that's just like the vibes I got. So I made a group chat with everyone and I was like, hey guys, we're all in the same econ class. We should like sit next to each other and get lunch sometime or something like that. And that's, from at least what I remember, how we actually developed a friendship. And I had these like 2 friends for about, I mean, I still have these 2 friends, but I'm saying I had only these 2 friends for about the whole semester. I may have gained like 1 to 2 more, and then the rest of them were kind of, you know, just like your school friends that you talk to in class, but then you don't talk to ever again when you're not in class, and then probably won't hear from them again when the semester ends and you're not in the same class anymore. For example, I would go to school at 8 a.m. when my first class was, straight with no breaks until 3:15, and then do nothing and come right home, go to the gym, eat dinner, and then just have my life here where I live. And for a day or 2, you know, like, that's chill. It's nice to have your alone time. It's nice to come home and just relax. But then eventually, after that became routine, I became very, very lonely because all of my friends that are from my hometown don't go to college in New Jersey, so I would only be able to see them in the summer. So since I commuted, I didn't have many friends here that I could be like, hey, you want to hang out, when I felt lonely. And I didn't want to stay at school because I didn't really know anyone. So then came the question of, should I join a sorority? I don't know why or what stopped me from joining a sorority in the spring semester of my freshman year, but I made a silly decision not to join a sorority, and I regretted it the week after I didn't join a sorority and saw how many friends I would have made and how many relationships and connections I could have made from it. So I am actually trying to join one this year in the spring because my school only rushes in the spring, like, formally. So yeah, but if you are going to commute, I do recommend joining a sorority or joining some type of organization at your school, or if you go to Seton Hall, at our school, because at least then, like, you always have those people to have those connections with and those relationships with, versus like having no one at all. Because for me, it's not really about how many relationships I have, it's about having certain strong relationships with different people, like friendships, teacher, you know, like all of those. It's important for me to have strong relationships with those people versus the number, which kind of contradicts when I said I only had like 2 friends in the beginning of this video. I still need a mixture of different people in my life, and I felt like in high school I had that, you know, like I had about 12 to 13 solid good friends, and I always had like different people to talk to about different things, and that personally made me very happy and content with my friendship part of my life. And yeah, so I'm gonna stop talking about me now and just continue with the tips. So number 1, if you have the option to dorm and it is something you are going back and forth from with commuting, my number 1 recommendation would be try out dorming. If you don't like it, you could always not do it next semester or next year, depending on how your school runs the dorming process. If you cannot afford to dorm financially, or you have other reasons why you cannot dorm, then of course you would have to commute, which is completely understandable. I would just say join some type of organization, whether it's a sorority, whether it's a sport team, whether it's a club, whether it's a job, something at your school that can make you form relationships with other people. That's also good, because when you form a relationship with one person, you know, and you're hanging out with them, then you could form a relationship with the people they know. So it's not necessarily that you need to dorm in order to make friends, but I guess the point is that if you want to commute but don't want to join organizations and don't want to join events and don't want to join jobs and don't want to join a sorority, and I'm not saying to join all of them, but if you join absolutely nothing, I feel like you're going to be in my situation, and I'm not telling you necessarily will, because maybe you're a more social person and will just make friends on the spot. But if you're anything like me and don't like talking to people that you don't really know because you're not comfortable until like a couple weeks after you've talked to them for a little bit, the only real advice I could give you is join something, put your name out there and try it out. Because even if you don't like it, at least you know, like you tried, you know, and now you could leave it, and you're still gonna have those connections that you made while you're trying. So either way, at least at the way I look at it, you're either gaining a really good organization or whatever you decide to join and relationships with people. And if that fails and you don't like it at all, well, at least you gained relationships with people that you can probably keep forever. And if you're looking to gain relationships with people that will actually last forever, I probably said this 500 times in this video, but all I keep hearing everywhere is a sorority will give you that. And if you're not about Greek life and you don't know if that's something for you, again, you could always try it. However, that is really expensive too, at least from Seton Hall. And from my understanding of it, I'm not in it, but from my understanding, it is a very expensive cost. So, you know, money is a real problem. With everything being so expensive, it kind of makes things hard. But if you're not going to dorm, definitely try to get your name out there and build as many relationships with people as you can, especially with people in your classes and within your major. Because if you need help with homework or a project or studying for a test, at least you have like 1 or 2 relationships with people that you met in class that you could reach out to and ask for help. So I think that's very important to say, because I didn't do that either. And my first semester, when I needed help with a project or just to ask a simple question like what's the homework, for the first couple weeks I kind of just had to like figure it out and wing it and like take things day by day. And then after I started forming those relationships, I figured it out. But yeah, so I think those are the main like points I would make for someone who is debating whether they should dorm or commute. There is like pros and cons to both of these. I listed the cons for commuting already, and then the cons for dorming would be sometimes the food is really bad in the dining hall, and sometimes you will get homesick and miss your family. But there is 2 solutions to that, that being order food, and if you have the option to dorm or commute, you could always go home for the weekend and see your family or whoever you would want to see. So again, number 1 tip, if you have the chance and have the opportunity to, dorm. And if you can't, form relationships. I'm so sorry that I said relationships so many times in this video, but honestly, it's the key to everything in life, whether it's a business meeting, a friendship, you know, like relationships get you answers, and relationships form businesses. Relationships could form success in the future. So I'm sorry I said that so many times, but that is honestly the truth. So yeah guys, I think that's it for this video. I hope this was informative and helped you out deciding on whether you want to dorm or commute in college. Let me know what you decide in the comments below, and remember to enter my giveaway and turn on the post notification bell and subscribe to my channel. I said that backwards, but that's okay. And follow me on Instagram. It's at sam.costa. I'll have it on the screen right here. It's also always in the description box down below. And comment when you're done so I know to enter you in the giveaway. And help me get 500 subscribers. So I will see you guys in my next video. I am also trying out on my channel to post Sunday, Monday, and Thursday at 3 p.m. I think that is going to be my new uploading schedule. So I'm just adding 1 more video a week. But we're going to try it out for a couple weeks and then I will let you know for sure. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.